statements about vaccines. A number of anti-vaccination people support Kanye's statements.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's a dialogue here. This guy wants to shut down the dialogue.
What I find interesting here is that
he finds it interesting.
If this whole thing results in Kanye being treated and updating his position to something based on science.
What? This is so evil. This is so evil. Shut Kanye down with treatment so that he adopts politics that are more convenient to me. This guy is evil. You see this evil man here?
Those people who believed him will still hang on to the fact that he made those statements.
Yeah, they'll be like, wow, you were like about to pop the lid open on this thing. We miss you, dude.
We see this with other celebrity statements and even fraudulent research that was published. People go back and say, no.
No, it's the research. You got to see the study on that, right? You know, the research. Has it been peer reviewed?
At one point that statement was made, so it must be true forever. On the other side of the coin, some people are very angry with West for his positions. But again, I think this runs into the same logical problem. If he is suffering from a disorder, then compassion would be the appropriate response.
Oh my God, he's not suffering from a disorder. Getting mad at him for his positions, he's trying to make something big happen.
Not judgment. Bipolar disorder is really nothing to be toyed with. It is
it's very serious.
Serious disorder.
Oh, it's so serious. You know what's actually serious is like the ideations that these people put in people that think they have bipolar disorder. Oh, are you thinking about suicide? Asking like every session, you thinking about suicide? These people will plant ideations. Now, they don't do it directly. It's not like, you should kill yourself. But they ask the questions. They don't offer the love and nourishment, but at the same time, they get people convinced that there's something wrong with them because they're labeling them, because they need treatment, because they have mental illness. So they're not getting emotional resources. They're not getting love from these people because these people aren't philosophical. And then they're getting loaded up with these diagnoses and these pills, and the ideations start to come in because you think, well, what's wrong with me? I don't feel good, and I still don't feel good with their treatment. I'm still not feeling right. My spirit feels like it's wounded. My spirit feels like it's wasting away. I don't want to live like this. I'd rather die than live like this. This is how people like this medical malpractice scumbag, this is how people like this put those ideations into people. It's through neglect.
That can have massively undesirable consequences. The last point about judgment. Bipolar disorder is really nothing to be toyed with. It is a serious disorder.
You have to leave it to the experts.
That can have massively undesirable consequences.
This guy's a clerk. This guy's a clerk to the bureaucrats, and he will kill you if he's put in political power.
The last point I'll make here is about the ability to cause damage in the manic phase. One of the things that mental health professionals often...
I'm on the edge of my bed. I'm watching this. Please, come and weigh in with your authority, Mr. Worm.
...try to do is contain access to anything that can be dangerous when somebody is having difficulty.
Contain Kanye. You see what's going on? The media takes this stuff and runs with it. This is what they tried to do with Trump. They were wanting to declare Trump mentally unfit to serve. This is what they want to do. They're cutting Kanye off at the knees before Kanye can even run. The guy can't even run. This is dangerous. Talking about containment like this. This isn't like containing communist violence, right? This is stopping someone from like having ideas and expressing themselves and changing society for the better. Very, very evil.
Is contain access to anything that can be dangerous.
Cut him off from people, right? Yeah, you shouldn't be talking to old Franssen. Don't talk to Kanye. Don't talk to Franssen. Franssen's the last person you should be talking to.
When somebody is having difficulty regulating their mood. In the case of mania, having power over individuals and being wealthy can be hazardous. It allows somebody to
strip his personal power, strip his wealth,
make a grandiose plan, and then actually execute that plan.
Yeah, let's execute some huge plans. Let's go, guys. Let's get wealthy and let's execute some dope plans. Let's go.
It allows somebody to make a grandiose plan.
Let's get this guy economically, right? Let's get him economically.
And then actually execute that plan. Among other problems, this can be financially disastrous for the person who is experiencing,
oh no, don't lose money. Oh God, you in life you're only ever supposed to make like government money. There's no risks. You're not supposed, oh God, you can't have lean years. Lean years are stressful, and it's not like lean years make you plan better. Jeez Louise. Everything predictable, everything on a conveyor. Crickets from the dirt into my mouth. Crickets from the dirt into my mouth. Mood regulate. No wealth. No, don't accrue any wealth. Don't go through the stress of losing money.
the manic episode. This reminds me of the video I did not long ago.
Do you hear what this guy wants for Kanye? I hope that I've clarified what this guy wants for Kanye. I hope that you have seen this guy's dark heart.
About Britney Spears. And
would you like to be alone in a room with this guy and him weighing in on your life with a bunch of certainty?
how she was placed in a
Think of the power this guy has behind a closed door with people. Think about the power he abuses.
me of the video I did not long ago about Britney Spears and how she was placed in a conservatorship to protect her from making bad decisions. What does it mean to support somebody like Kanye West if he is, in fact, in a manic episode?
Oh, if he is. But not a diagnosis, right?
Should people look...
And Britney Spears probably would need someone to take care of her, and there would probably be something like this 150 years ago, before there even was a psychopharmaceutical complex, a psychological psychopharmaceutical complex. She would probably burn out from being a whore and dancing in all the saloons and fucking all the men. She'd probably burn out, and then some old man that never touched her would take care of her in a shack, on the big rancher's property. Right, that's what would happen. So you don't need all this fanciful legal language and we've got to protect them from themselves and a conservatorship and all this stuff. You don't need all that. These things played out before. If to keep Britney Spears wealthy at the cost of her personal health, to keep her pumping out music and pumping out performances so people can enrich themselves off of her, it'd be just better if the star collapsed. It'd been better if the thing collapsed and then she was brought down to earth. She might have a hard time. But because we're so removed from incentives and helping people, we don't actually help people in society, she would probably bottom out too hard now. Because there's no Christian societies left. There's no fraternal organizations. There's very little charity. I know that charity dollars wise is the largest it's ever been. But I'm talking about our system, our society, the way things go. This is a secular society and everyone just relies on welfare. And so, yeah, you wouldn't want to see this woman fall from millions. She's in shape and she's a good Barbie doll and she pumps out money. You wouldn't want to see her toothless heroin addict, living in the sewers. But that's where people like that go now because there aren't farms anymore. There aren't old guys that just have plots of land and help women, but don't touch them. There aren't nuns. There's no nun. All the nuns that are left are dying from coronavirus. So just no perspective taken from this guy. Just very legal language. Keep it in a box. Keep it tight.
Look at his positions and say, I need to support these because he said it, or does support look like something more encouraging to help him receive the proper care? So those are my thoughts on the Kanye West presidential campaign. Please put any
what's the
support look like something more encouraging to help him receive the proper care.
Oh, let's encourage Kanye to get the proper care. Let's encourage Kanye to destroy Biden, lead black people out of the welfare state. Let's help Kanye do that stuff, right? So yeah, if you want to give me money, I'm stealing money by lying. If you like being lied to, get more money over to me. That's what this guy is about. So, nasty stuff. You hate to see it. Hope you enjoyed that analysis.